everybody, welcome back to the channel. Oh my gosh, did we just see one of the greatest Royal Rumbles, if not the greatest Royal Rumble of all time? I think we did. So, you know what? Let's just forget all this mumbo jumbo I always say at the beginning. Let's roll the intro and get into today's 2025 Royal Rumble review. The first match of the night was the Women's Rumble match. The Rumble match definitely did have a couple of surprises, such as Alexa Bliss, Nikki Bella, Trish Stratus, and much more people. We also had TNA's Jordynne Grace, Lash Legend, and a couple people from NXT, like Roxanne Perez, for example. And by the way, quick shout out to Roxanne Perez. She went over an hour in this match, I believe. She was the runner-up, so definitely the Iron Woman of this match, going the longest. But overall, I feel like the men's match was slightly better. Well, for one reason. One reason only. That spot with Nia Jax where she eliminated, 6 women at one time, including like Io Sky, Bianca Belair, which should have been at least in the top 3 and 4. I think that was absolutely ridiculous. But Charlotte Flair did come out at number 27. And the second she came out, you could really see, okay, she's going to be this great heel. You knew she was going to win, especially after that scene with Nia. So, yes, Charlotte Flair did win the match, and she is going to face the person of her choosing at Mania. The next match of the night, and just for a quick reminder, there's only 4 matches on tonight's show, so I feel like this review is actually going to be pretty fast, but there is a lot to talk about. Anyways, next match is DIY versus Motor City Machine Guns in a 2 out of 3 falls match for the tag team titles. Now, the match overall was definitely super solid. DIY, there we go, got the first fall of the match, quickly followed by Motor City Machine Gun. So really, in the first 5-6 minutes, even if that, it was already 1-1. And of course, 2 out of 3 falls match, there has to be at least 2 taps, 2 countouts, 2 pins, whatever. Basically, 2 out of 3. I think everybody knows what 2 out of 3 is. I don't feel like I have to quickly describe that. But the Street Profits did end up interfering first. Angelo Dawkins hit one of the Motor City Machine Guns, I'm forgetting which one right now, with the crutches, and that caused DIY to get the win. But then after the match, Angelo Dawkins also hit DIY. I'm losing my mind today, guys, if you couldn't tell. Hit DIY with the crutches, and Montez Ford came out. So basically, they made the Street Profits look super strong, super solid, which is good because they really do deserve more, I feel like. They definitely are amazing talent, and I feel like they really do deserve more. So, obviously, I guess this is going like DIY versus Street Profits, maybe at Elimination Chamber, random episode of SmackDown, who knows. But DIY did retain the tag team titles in this 2 out of 3 falls match. The next match, I don't even know what to say about this match because it didn't even feel like a match. It just felt like a real full-on genuine fight because it was Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens in the ladder match for the WWE Undisputed Championship. And what more is there to say than absolute chaos, full-on brutal. It was insane. But right at the beginning of the match, Cody and Kevin went right through the crowd, which really made it, okay, so this is going to be a long, brutal, awesome match. But yeah, it was really brutal. I just have to keep on reiterating that as I keep on talking about this match. At one point, it looked like Cody was going to try to jump on top of Kevin from the ladder, but Kevin actually ended up turning that into a powerbomb, which you gotta watch that back yourself. That looked absolutely amazing. I wish I was able to put clips up here, but YouTube would just automatically say copyright and take the video down, so obviously I'm not able to, but I really wish I was, because that looked absolutely insane. So just for that part, you really have to go back and watch the Rumble yourself. Really, for sure. And at the end of the match, I don't even know. I don't even know what to say about this. Right at the end of the match, right, the last crazy stunt move, whatever you want to call it, Cody and Kevin were standing on the announcer's table, and Cody gave an Alabama slam to Kevin Owens through a ladder. So there's a ladder set up in between the ring apron and the announce table, and Kevin had a really bad landing. I'm hearing, I'm just reading online trying to see what happened. WWE saying both of them are injured, but Cody's at least okay to make it to SmackDown this Friday. Kevin, I'm hearing less about, but that move to Kevin Owens did really look brutal. So once again, Cody gave Kevin an Alabama slam through the table, and it looked like Kevin landed right here, on his neck pretty much, and they had Sami Zayn out there checking on both of them, because Sami Zayn's playing this good guy, friends to both of them, whatever. But that really looked terrible, and Cody did end up retaining the Undisputed Championship, obviously. But after the match, when they actually lifted Kevin up, when he sat up, there was lots of blood on him. It honestly looked really brutal, really bad. But once again, Cody did win. Cody retained his undisputed WWE Championship. And, of course, both of them are injured. Cody's making it to SmackDown, so good. I'm happy he's okay for that. And Kevin, whenever we see you next, whatever, I wish you a fast and really a good recovery, because that really did look terrible. I'm honestly hoping that was just a work, that Kevin really sold that move really good. But the more I think about it, the more I'm not so sure it was, because that did actually scare me. That actually scared my whole family when we watched that. That was honestly so intense. So once again, this ladder match between Cody and Kevin, you just have to go back and watch that whole thing, because it really was a spectacle for sure. Now let's talk about the main event of the night, which was the men's Rumble match. Wow, okay. So before I even talk about this Rumble match, I feel there's so much that happened, and so much stuff that nobody was expecting, especially the winner. We're gonna get to that really soon. So first of all, there were a couple surprises, just like the women's match, such as AJ Styles. I really didn't expect him to be back this early, and Joe Hendry, and it was really nice to see a couple surprises, but the people that were already announced for a match really did end up stealing the show, I feel other than Cody and Kevin. Those people really did carry the match for sure. We gotta talk about this ending. I really don't want to talk about anything else in this Rumble match other than the ending. It was a classic Rumble match. I do think it was slightly better than the women's match. There's lots of action. But this ending, I don't even know what to say about this ending, honestly, guys. The ending of this really shocked me. So, it was Jey Uso and John Cena in the final two. Obviously, you're going to be John Cena's winning. He's going to go main event WrestleMania, his final WrestleMania. It makes sense. He's going to win his final Rumble. No. That did not happen. That did not happen at all. So Jey Uso and John, they were fighting on the edge, the apron, and John Cena lifted Jey up he was going to give him an AA, but then Jey slipped off Cena's shoulders and literally just pushed him off. And Jey did end up winning the men's 2025 Rumble match, and he is facing the champion of his choosing at WrestleMania. Now, I feel the thing with this is honestly a super controversial match. I'm really not too excited anymore, because in the press conference, in the post-show, we usually never talk about the post-show press conferences here, but in this case, we really have to. Jey Uso said, Jey Uso kept on, wow, I'm really losing my mind today, guys. I know that's probably the second time I've said that. Jey Uso did keep on referring to Gota! Gunther. I had to say it once in this video. You guys know I can't get through a review without saying Gunther. Anyways, but yeah, so I'm guessing it's gonna be Jey Uso and Gunther in the main event of WrestleMania of one of the nights. Honestly, I think that's a super solid match. You had Jey beat John Cena, which that makes me hope and pray that they're actually going to have Jey beat Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship at Mania for sure. Also, in the post-show, so by the way, that's how your whole show ended, with Jey Uso winning. But in the post-show, John Cena also said he is gonna enter the Elimination Chamber match live in Toronto, so I am going to be there for that. Very excited, as you can tell. I'm wearing a Toronto Maple Leaf shirt. Toronto is my home, so I'm very happy to have the opportunity to actually go. Anyway, so John Cena did say he's going to be in the Elimination Chamber match, so my early prediction is he's winning the Chamber match. It's going to be for whatever champion Jey doesn't pick, so I'm saying maybe Cena and Cody. Once again, that could be a really good match at the same time, and yeah, so that's how your Royal Rumble ended, with Jey winning, and now I feel like, once again, that's really going to be a super controversial ending because of, like, Jey Uso defeating Cena. I'm not exactly sure how I feel about that one yet, for sure. Anyways, but now it is time for me to give my rating of this super awesome show. I don't even need to think about it. I'm giving it a... maybe I do need to think about it. Yikes. I'm giving this a 9 out of 10. Super solid show. The only thing that could have made it better is if Cena did win the Rumble match, and if Randy Orton returned, which I really did want. And of course, if AJ Lee returned in the Women's Rumble match, because since she didn't, now I have the feeling she's never going to, like a lot of other people is now feeling like that. But hey, we got what we got. No reason to be upset. It was still an incredible show overall. And that's it. I will see you all for the Monday Night Raw review, which will be out Tuesday. And thank you so much. And I'll see you all next time. Goodbye!